Alright, so in life you have to use your demons basically as your saviors. Now I know you're thinking that probably sounds messed up and doesn't make any sense, but let me explain to you why it does. Flaws that you have as a person, which we all inevitably have, those flaws will then become your fuel for like future success. So a lot of us, we get like down on kind of a pity party of these flaws are only happening to me, and because of having these flaws, I can't progress to that next level, or I can't get the job I always want to do. When in reality, it's you have so much ammunition there. It's just all about seeing those flaws differently. If you can try and flip them from being like this fundamental weakness into a strength that you have, that makes all the difference. All the difference. So for years of my life, I allowed those demons to basically, which is it's horrible to think back to, but basically I allowed those demons to dictate where I wanted to go in life. So, for example, like I'd always get nervous in public, so that'd be like social anxiety, and then that would stop me from going places. And it then got to the point where I was like so scared just to leave my room, which is crazy to think. Like, we should never be like that, but that's what it does. It's if you constantly allow those demons that you have to keep creeping back in and then control you so much that you become powerless in the end. Yeah, it's frightening. It's frightening, but it's so it's so easily done. So easily done, because for me, I would just use that excuse then of being like socially anxious in public, that I use the excuse just, stay in, stay in and just like watch movies and just distract yourself from reality. Whereas the more you do that, the worse it gets. It just compounds over time. These flaws, insecurities, whatever you want to call them, we all have them. Some people have them to a higher degree than others a lesser degree of them. But they are basically just flaws. Okay, so those are things that can be worked on. They really can be worked on. It takes a lot of time and dedication, and to be honest, takes a lot of like mental grit, which is something I believe is fundamental in life. You have to have a strong mind, and that is something that I never had. For like, I'm 27 now, and I didn't have that for the first 26 years of my life, and I can say that with certainty. So you need to really, really build up your mental strength. So ways of doing that, I'm kind of going off on a tangent here now, but feck it, we might as well. Ways of doing that are working out. So whether that being like going to the gym, or running, or whatever it may be. I do skateboarding now and again, just like as kind of like a hobby. But for me, mainly, I do running. I feel running, because there's so many barriers you face, like when you're running, that it really helps me to tackle things in my everyday life. So, if I'm running 5k and then there's just like that last kilometer, I'm just dying for whatever reason, but you get it done and you go through the that wall. It makes going to the shop to pay for milk that little bit easier. So that was something I'd be scared of. I'm just using that example of the milk in my own example, that is. So you just you need to be consistent, and you need to know what your flaws are. And it's it's strength knowing what your flaws are, because then you can make a list of them and then see, okay, how are the ways that I can tackle these one by one. So if you want to get more comfortable talking to people, there's no way that's going to happen if you stay inside. So as hard as it may be, you got to get outside, go out into wherever. Like, you just go to your local shop, go out into the city, start just talking to people. You don't have to talk to random people, but you can just go and have a little chat with the cashier, things like that. So it's tackling it every single day, and that's what you have to be. You have to be fucking relentless, which is something I'm trying to always do every single day. Man, it's windy here, really windy. I hope that camera doesn't fall over. Anyway, so what I'd advise is start to do some introspective thinking. So really get to know who you are. So we can, in today's society, it's so easy to use social media to distract ourselves from the reality that is out there. You need to take some time, and that could be in the form of dopamine detoxing, making sure you're present, taking a little trip by yourself to somewhere, and spending time with yourself and your mind, and then understanding what it needs and understanding what is your character. Oh, and also, this is a great thing that I've learned. It's like, don't lie to yourself. Okay, so for years I thought it was weak to show nervousness or lack of self-confidence, and then I basically incorporate that as that was me, that was my whole personality. I was nervous, whereas no, that's just a part of me. So you really need to twist it on its head. I kind of lost my trail of thought there, but just take some time to think for yourself. Know who you are fundamentally. Don't lie to yourself. You can lie to other people. I wouldn't recommend it. It's crap. It doesn't lead you anywhere good. But at the end of the day, never lie to yourself, because you can't fool yourself. If you can fool yourself for a couple of days, maybe a year, but it's gonna come back and bite you. All right, I think that's kind of wrapped up what I want to say, but use that quote. Like, use your demons, those things that really get under your skin, that bother you, to become your way out. Because when you conquer your weaknesses, you find your true strength. All right, peace out.